Bhai. Welcome Dharmesh Bhai to Saptarishi's Astrology. It's an honor to have this interview. I still remember you are my first teacher who taught me calculations way back in 92, 93.
Right.
So, can we start about your journey in astrology? When did you start? What's your age now, if I may ask?
I am today 41.
41. Okay.
And I started in 1989.
And how old were you then?
15.
15? At the age of 15?
At the age of 15.
My God.
When I entered the Bharati Vidya Bhavan, everybody, when I asked that whether they will allow me in such a age, well, they no, it is all for the senior people. But still I waited because there was a 1 hour gap, I reached earlier.
Okay.
So I waited and then I took the entry. They say, any age, you know the English and Gujarati, you will be able to answer. And I completed 2 years, and those who are with my colleagues, now no more, they all left the world.
Oh my God. So who was your first guru?
My guru there is Raman Takka.
Oh, the great legendary Raman Takka.
He was very famous for his Parashari, Share Bazaar, and that time Vastu was not so famous, but he was the first person who has taken so much knowledge about the Vastu and given us the... Okay. Then I learned in Ghatkopar that it is simultaneously in 90 they started, Raman Takar started Ghatkopar classes. So I joined there, I got the knowledge of Master by Mehta and B. Mehta.
Very old astrologer. Is he still alive?
No, he just passed away 4 years before at the age of 92.
Okay.
Now he's no more. So then I learned principle from Chandubhai Patel.
C.S. Patel.
He is very famous. 93, 94, 95. I learned Naumas and Ashtakvag and Nadi's technique. As everybody knows, he is not so familiar with the astrologer, still he has given so much knowledge. I always remember, and when I teach to my student, I always give the example of Chandubhai, Ramanbhai, everything. It's a very good journey. After 3 years complete in 91, my sir said, now you start teaching. So since 91 I am teaching till today. I am taking classes.
So it's 91, 2001, so it's 14 years now. Sorry, 24.
25 years.
25 years you'll be completing. Okay, great.
25.
And by the way, for the audience of Saptarishi's Astrology, we are having our Guru Purnima function in Bombay, and Shri Dharmesh Mehta ji will be the principal speaker and the organizer for that function. I'll come to what people want to hear. You know, people want their questions answered. Yeah. Our students want their questions. It can be as simple as what are the effects of Ketu in the first house? Now, that's a simple question, no doubt. For you, it's a very simple question.
Yeah.
But after 35 years, 30 years in astrology, and what do you must have seen something different that is not mentioned in the ordinary books.
Yeah.
So we'll take Ketu today. I don't know why I just thought of Ketu. I'm never prepared for my questions, but
I believe that Ketu and Rahu, there is two nodes of moon, everybody knows, and it is a messenger of moon. I always consider Ketu and Rahu. Rahu is you can say it's the fastest mode, and Ketu is a silent mode and the messenger. It always gives, see, Rahu and Ketu. Rahu after the breaking gives the notice, Ketu prior gives the notice. So Ketu always remembering you that you have done something earlier.
Can you give it in an example chart? Like this silent.
Yeah,
silent,
suppose Ketu place in your second house.
Okay.
First house is familiar, everybody said that is new birth, new to everything. But if Ketu place in second house, that house belong to your family, your finance. So see, Ketu being we consider as a bad planet, and it is a dry planet. I rather say bad planet, I consider him as a dry planet.
Dry planet.
Dry planet, like it absorbs all the energy of the house, and it will never pass. See, Rahu is reflective and Ketu is receptive.
Okay.
So Ketu is receptive. What he will do, while Rahu, when Rahu seated with someone, it will absorb other planet energy and he try to give result as per that planet. Ketu will just absorb the either house if nobody is seated. If he is seated alone, he will absorb the house and then he will never give you result. So always you are in a dry mode. All WH factor is Ketu. what, where, when, how. When you ask that when I will get, see suppose second house I have given the example, so whose place Ketu in the second house, you will always have a question when I will become financially sound, when my family gets settled, how I will become wealthy. So what, where, when, because what happened, it will absorb the energy, it will never reflect. So that is why Ketu in any house, normally it is very bad, Ketu is very bad as I consider very bad. In second house, fifth house, see they are the house 2, 5, 8 and 11.
Okay.
That is called Panfarstan. We call it as a Panfar 2, 5, 8. All Panfarstan are Dhanastan. That is all wealth house. Second, earning from your family, whatever you get from the wealth from family. 5 is whatever you receive from last birth. See, that is also a type of punya which give you a support. 8th house, after somebody's death, you are getting inheritance or speculation or sudden gain. In 11th house, your own expectation. So when Ketu plays in this house, it absorbs the house energy and it will never reflect. So you will be always in the whole life, you will be have a puzzle. When I will get, when, how, what. So it is a receptive energy and Rahu is a reflective energy. That is a major difference.
You mentioned about Ketu 2, 5, 8, 11.
Yeah.
Any of these places, does it give a dosh?
Fifth house.
Fifth
Basically, in the fifth house, what happens that whatever the deeds or whatever the good deeds or bad deeds or the lending, what you have brought from last birth, it will always hide. Suppose some person comes in your life. After some dealing, you will be familiar with that person. That familiarness, Ketu will never feel. Your entire life, suppose somebody has placed Ketu in fifth house, he will never familiar or open with his child. He will never familiar or open with his all the persons who have already met him. He has met already. But see, sometimes we feel that ये अभी का relation नहीं है.
Close, हाँ. पुनर्जन्म का है, previous birth.
बहुत सालों से.
Yeah.
Even though you met 1 month, 2 years, 3 years, but you feel that since years you know.
Yeah.
That dryness, it will completely dryness. You will never able to remember whether you have met. You have definitely met, but you will never.
That attachment also
That
will not be there.
attachment,
Not
and
there.
I many times carry that when the person comes that we have a love marriage and some one person have fifth house Ketu. So what happened that he is just showing the intimacy, there is no intimacy.
Okay. The real affection is not
real
there.
affection is not there. It is created. Sometimes it is said if it is a love marriage, don't match the kundi. But if it is a fifth house, you always give this that this intimacy is not your private. He will never show you the closeness. So Ketu is, see Kendra, what happened, that is a pleasure house. All Kendra are pleasure house. You either way you will find your pleasure. So Ketu